It's working well now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We're going out to
9. That's great. When you're ready, that's okay, Joseph. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We're going out to Jamaica, where the death toll continues to rise in the search for alleged drug lord Christopher Dudas Koch, wanted by the United States. Jamaican police confirmed Thursday that 73 people, the vast majority civilians, have been killed in clashes between security forces and Koch's armed supporters. The rights groups are raising questions about possible unlawful killings by security forces in the Tivoli Gardens area of the Jamaican capital of Kingston. Amnesty International has called for a thorough investigation. Meanwhile, Koch himself is still eluding arrest. American prosecutors describe him as the leader of the Shower Posse gang that murdered hundreds of people during the cocaine wars of the 1980s. Jamaica's former national security minister recently described Koch as the most powerful man in the country. After months of resisting U.S. pressure to extradite Koch, Jamaican Prime Minister Bruce Golding reversed his position and declared a state of emergency Sunday, vowing to capture him.
Koch had previously mobilized votes for Golding's party, and the prime minister even hired a lobby firm in Washington, Manat, Phelps and Phillips, to try to get the U.S. authorities to drop the extradition request.
To win votes, they use hostilities, brute force and violence.
Could you repeat what you said you saw him do with his right? He took up his right and did what? Slowly, sir. Slowly, please. Yes. At any particular place in the cage area? He shot a young man. You see where the shot caught? The young man? Did you notice anything about the head of the young man after you said you shot him in the head? At least one shot in the head. Did you notice anything about the young man after you say the shot caught him in his head? Did you see anything coming from his head or in the other part of his body? That young man that you said he got shot, could you tell us what he was doing, if anything, at the time? Sitting with his hand bound behind him. Bound with what? Tie strap.
There have been rampant reports that there were more than 70 people. How many people do you think were actually killed in that incident?
I counted 150.
You counted 150, more than double the official count.
Yeah.
Can they move because we have backup bomb. They are dropping bombs from the helicopter down in the place. What must we do? This is how they deal with people, and they're able to deal with it in an orderly manner. And they are dropping bomb in the place because of one man. This is not right. The helicopter is throwing grenade on the house. And the house is in Tivoli Gardens.
So on the houses that they're throwing these bombs, are there people in these houses?
Yes, people and kids. Children is in the house.
One of the police threw them and tell me, say, excuse me language, was it not cloth? And I never left and I never hear Philip. You see, when them announce, say you can leave the area, them lock off the light. Where you going on that? It's going to be terrorism. Let them kill you.
All right, no, if you go here, see our face, so I was scared with the bamboo. And them kill me for when they want to go here for favor.
How much body did you meet up? About 18. I'll decompose a scale back and abuse for me and scale because I'm not giving up. Because I'm not doing it, not kill me. Because if anyone do it, I'll try the dead job. So I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. So true that now them box
Follow me.
Oh, they never get to kill him. What happened?
Because we laid up on the man and bar for murder.
Which one? Soldier and police?
Police, the blue suit them.
Blue suit, they go and kill him.
Yeah.
why they come here and murder so much innocent youth and walk around.
you for staying with us. This is Impact. It's been a very difficult time for Jamaica. For those who are overseas, we've heard the calls and we've heard the concerns as we in Jamaica continue to be concerned about paradise lost. Former Prime Minister, former Member of Parliament for West Kingston. For 40 years, he was Member of Parliament. The Most Honorable Edward Seaga, he joins us now on Impact. Mr. Seaga, good to have you.
Thank you. 43 years.
40? 43. That's half of your life.
Pardon?
That's half of your life.
Around that, yes.
And you have a birthday tomorrow.
My 80th.
Your 80th.
Landmark.
What's your response to what has happened in Tivoli Gardens?
I'm very distressed because it need not have happened. The first mistake was when the Prime Minister decided not, or when he decided to intervene in the serving of the papers for extradition for Christopher Cook. He should have stood back and allowed it to go to court if it was Cook's desire to exercise his right for the court to have a hearing and whether he should be extradited or not. He should not have interfered. That got us into all kinds of problems, at the end of which I had to backtrack again. And to reverse that, he had to instruct the Attorney General, which he has no right to do, to send the matter to the court. After doing that, she signed the warrant for the arrest of Cook. And that started off a different set of problems, because in the attempt to arrest Christopher Cook, he showed a great deal of bravado that he could fight all attempts in his resistance to being arrested or the warrant to be served. Wrongfully so, you can't fight the security forces.
There was intense activity in downtown Kingston this morning, which started with a massive troop and police movement. At daybreak, it appeared to be business as usual, with all major roadways clear and commercial traffic proceeding as normal. Then, an ominous sign, a large army convoy moved in from the eastern section of the city. About a dozen troop trucks, several jeeps, all full of soldiers, and a couple armored personnel carriers moved into the downtown area. At the tail of the convoy were 4 ambulances, a clear sign of the potential for serious casualties in any conflict.
The sound system was formed for a vehicle for the message, to bring message of peace, to bring people together.
DVD, that's send you off. The DVD. The video man video, whatever where the hotspot is, whatever what's hot, whatever you're doing. People see it because the DVDs is all over the world.
there's a first class 26. This is Hotel 26 over.
Roger, currently engaging approximately 8 individuals, AIA, RPGs, and AK-47s.
Hotel 26, you need to move to that location once Crazy Horse is done and get pictures over.
Sergeant 20 is the location. Hotel 26, Crazy Horse, 1-8.
Crazy Horse 1-8, Pushmaster 7, go ahead.
Pushmaster 7, Crazy Horse 1-8. Location of bodies, Mike Bravo, 5458 8617. Good on the
5458 8617, over.
It's Crazy Horse 1-8, that's a good copy. They're on a street in front of an open courtyard with a bunch of blue trucks, a bunch of vehicles in the courtyard. There's one guy moving down there, but
In 1980, Seaga's love affair with the electorate was consummated when he won power for the Jamaica Labour Party, the JLP. The United States government liked his right-wing stance and channeled support through the CIA. The money was used to buy guns, which were distributed to party activists in the ghettos. On the other side of the divide was Michael Manley, leader of the left-wing People's National Party, the PNP. Manley too had his power bases in the ghetto. And the fervour of the support for the two parties created the biggest ideological gulf in Jamaica's history. It was a time when the Cold War was being fought in the Caribbean. Cuban guns and money were behind the PNP. During the 1980 election, Kingston erupted in an orgy of violence. At least 800 people were killed as the parties battled for votes.
Hey yo, yellow, rhythm track. Hey yo, nipple touch, down there. Wah. Batiti, what was the beef and them's the war? Them's the war, them a bring them a bring, tell them that's not clever. Since a war, and fling, can't miss your never. Clap the spin, Sherlock, pour them on the clear, well it just began. From a liquor with a practice, they suit vision. Easy, get bullet by good night vision. Bullseye, headshot, exact precision. Taking for us, no mercy, that's my decision. Come out to still, and mercy, complete my mission. Pop it out, and spin it, but any vision. You say war, contract, give you when I come about to line the boots and Chicago, turn on with I want to black like Chicago. Messing about just like a song on my wago. And shut up in the never know how we don't feel a fool, man, I'm bad. sound. Certain guy hype up and I say take train. Tell them we don't fake and we don't take train. Tell them we don't fake. Bad man, man. Bloody and Jim Brown. This guy can't jam. Shut him off and worry about the bad man. DJ ready for emancipation. But if you don't love the dancer, bad man say. I know him come from the bad man say. Every girl wants to touch the bad man say. Well, I'm the people them trust. Well, we would not be if they never make hand the people free. Don't go out. The gentleman knows that if you are brand, you pick me up for big brand. Roll up your blood clot and wall it up. What you say? What you say?
My spirit takes flight.
Can't wait you born. You have some girl, them can't no friend for long. The girl me know you're your friend apart for more than 2 years. Hold up your friend on. Walk on with your friend. Watch them when you reach for me. Low. Friend not take friend man. Friend chat other girl with them friend. Good friend not chat friend. Good friend not chat friend. Chat your good friend.
Between the fence and the front yard. So it's not you inside, so it looks like might be one at gunpoint.
Cumulus cloud sitting up high, shape-shifting, aimless and slow. The breeze is easy and moves by, timid, more whisper than blow. Telephone wires, they buzz live. Blackbird is frozen in flight. Low-hanging sun is on the sky. Silhouettes in the backlight. Black paper roofs are all bright trim. The trim is same on the window. 8-year-old girl called the promise skin. Paper resin colored pencil. Stares her mouth open and eyes wide. The crowd gathers below. They heard the shouts and they knew why. Grab cell phones, press and record. Blue uniform and a badge on. Showing no fear in his eyes. Stands in the street with his gun drawn. Military issue 45. Times have made a choice of what to keep and what to throw away. Everything grain comes to a point so sharp you cut a piece a day. Keep your knees on the ground where they belong. Keep your knees on the ground where they belong.
570 down. Come in from the
Brown boy sitting on his knees with his eyes shut. Hands behind his head, fingers woven pinkies up. Saying he ain't even do nothing what you want. They threw him on the ground when he called them all arms. Retro, blue and white, Jordan's tongues out. Over the black jeans, cuffs just the right amount. To make a bunch by the cash. Now we got judgment out of box of bricks, so we wear a tighty whities, wear a white t-shirt. And the breeze hit your chest so. Pressing it tight against his chest so the red hole is getting wider and the blood is soaking in the fabric. And bullying on the ground, he looks down, automatic. And the dark pavement gets darker when it's wet. He's losing balance slow with his hands on his head, so his face hits first and his eyes go dead and the air is sucked out of the world with his last breath. Times have made a choice of what to keep and what to throw away. Everything ingrained comes to a point so sharp could cut a piece a day. And it bleeds on the ground, keep your knees on the ground where they belong.
You do tactical, okay?
DVDs.
I think I shot about 5 times.
One side is boots with a steel toe. One wants to shout the way they feel. One told feel nothing and move slow. A line in riot gear waving glass. Full head to toe body armor. A line of paper signs waving flags. Crying for dead sons and daughters. The training said here's the enemy. Prepare yourself for the war. When they get violent, you better be ready to defend the core. In come the tanks and the AKs. Protesters running for life. 8-year-old girl crying loud at the window. Not a single cloud within sight.
We're not moving in until we have
what to keep and what to throw away. Everything ingrained comes to a point so sharp could cut a piece a day. And it bleeds on the ground. Keep your knees on the ground where they belong. Keep your knees on the ground where they belong.
10-5, this way.
Go ahead and make your peace, baby. Go and get your peace. They swore to keep the peace and it is shattered into pieces. And it bleeds on the ground. Keep your knees on the ground where they belong. Keep your knees on the ground where they belong.
When you guys want to go hands, cover them.
is the child. to celestial is the only King of Kings. King of Kings, King of Kings is He. Conquering Lion of Judah. Triumphantly we all must sing.